say again, good morning. My name is Kim Armstrong. I am the chair for Pacific Gateway Workforce Investment Board, and I want to welcome all of you to the United States Conference of Mayors and Wells Fargo 2018 CommunityWINS Grant Ceremony. Thank you all so much for taking time this morning to join us in celebrating this amazing accomplishment. I would like to start by acknowledging many special guests that are here and our city elected officials that have joined us. Of course, we have Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia. We are so happy you're here. Thank you. Thank you. We have Councilwoman Stacy Mungo. Thank you for being here. We have a representative from Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez, Tyler Curley. Tyler? Good morning. Thank you. There you are. And we have also a representative from Janice Hahn, our LA County Board of Supervisors, Brenda Coloca. Brenda, welcome. Thank you. Okay, then we have our United States Conference of Mayors staff that's here, Jean Lowe. Jean, welcome. Thank you. And Jocelyn Bogan. And our amazing Wells Fargo team, Kim Martin, Natasha Mata, Melissa Day, Roberta Jackson, Jess Torado, Carmen Sella, Linda Wynn, and Luis Gonzalez. So thank you all. Excellent. Okay. Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership is extremely proud of this award. This is the second investment that Wells Fargo has made in the organization that advances our nonprofit service delivery in support of our mission. To support the Pacific Gateway Workforce Development Board's focus on workforce competitiveness and support strategies for our communities and neighborhoods most in need. Activities occur through the planning and provision of workforce and economic development projects to meet the needs of under and unemployed adults and youth, and the specialized needs of the region's business and economic corridors. So thank you all again, and now please join me in welcoming Jean Lowe from the United States Conference of Mayors. Jean? Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. I'd just like to say I'm pleased this morning to be here, along with Jocelyn Bogan of the Conference of Mayors, to participate in this event. We're here announcing the first place award of the U.S. Conference of Mayors and Wells Fargo to Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia and the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership. Long Beach is one of the 6 cities receiving the 2018 CommunityWINS grant. Last May, in 2018, a panel of judges came together at the U.S. Conference of Mayors, these are former mayors and nonprofits, to select the winning cities from a pool of about 250 cities and 3 population groups, small, medium, and large. The judges based their decisions on nonprofit organizations and mayors demonstrating exemplary leadership in developing local programs that promote long-term economic prosperity and improve the quality of life for residents in 3 categories: neighborhood stabilization, economic development, and job creation. Long Beach won the first place award in the large city category for the Citywide Market for Hourly Labor Program. This is a great accomplishment. Long Beach won the big award. This is the top award that is given in this awards program. Using software, a healthy marketplace will be created for hourly labor in Long Beach. This program will serve 70% of those with irregular work schedules who work uncertain hours, often with multiple employers. This is a tremendous project. When we first saw this project, Jocelyn and I can't make any decisions about who would win, but we thought this was an outstanding project from the first, at least I did. Very seldom do we have projects and we think about people who fall through the cracks. I think this is what this project does. I had not thought about people who receive hourly wages and they have to do it at regular times. How do they go about living? Never did I think about that until I saw this project. It's a tremendous project. It's a very creative effort, and I congratulate you on it. Congratulations to Long Beach and the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership for the Citywide Market for Hourly Labor Program. I would now like to present Natasha Mata, President of Wells Fargo Region Bank, to make the award presentation. Natasha.
Good morning. I'm Natasha Mata, President of Wells Fargo Central Los Angeles region, which includes Long Beach and its surrounding communities. It's a pleasure to stand here before you on behalf of Wells Fargo, as we are thrilled to join with the United States Conference of Mayors in support of today's special announcement in recognition of a significant effort for the Long Beach community. Today we gather to acknowledge the leadership of Mayor Garcia, a special nonprofit in building a better community. Mayor Garcia, thank you so much for all that you do. In collaboration with the United States Conference of Mayors, Wells Fargo is honored to award this grant to Mayor Garcia and the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership as part of the 2018 CommunityWINS program. Your work here in Long Beach exemplifies the best of a city coming together with a nonprofit to promote economic opportunity. It is an inspiration to see such meaningful development being made in Long Beach, especially in an area of economic inclusion, as this has been a key area of focus for the city under the leadership of Mayor Garcia's team. An example of this type of inclusion is addressing how we provide a platform of irregular workers, like part-time workers or consultants, as irregular work is very common in cities. Since people who fall in the category may not have the access to regular hours for a variety of reasons, too often they fall through gaps in the labor market. The Citywide Market for Hourly Labor program will utilize software to create a healthy marketplace for hourly labor built around protections, progress, individual control, and alignment with employers' needs. These efforts are made possible by the leadership of the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership and Mayor Garcia. With that in mind, I have the privilege of extending our appreciation to Mayor Garcia for being honored with CommunityWINS Award and for nominating the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership. Now I would like to have our Wells Fargo team come up forward. Great. So on behalf of the U.S. Conference of Mayors and Wells Fargo, we are excited to present this $300,000 CommunityWINS grant to the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership for the Citywide Market for Hourly Labor program. Mayor Garcia.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm, of course, happy to be here to represent Long Beach and, most importantly, the great work that the team at Pacific Gateway are doing every single day. And I want to start off by thanking the team at Wells Fargo for recognizing and for giving back into the important work that's happening in cities and communities across the country, not just in Long Beach. The U.S. Conference of Mayors is an incredibly important partner to us. It's great to see the conference recognize good projects that are happening across the country and projects that are especially focused on equity and ensuring that all communities have access to good programs to support all of its people. I want to recognize there's a few board members here from the network, from Pacific Gateway, and I just want to give them a round of applause and thank them for all the work they do to make sure that this organization functions every single day. So let's give them a round of applause, and I want to thank them. We know that workers start informal work for a variety of reasons. Others desire flexibility. It could be schoolwork, could be family, childcare commitments. But we know that people are entering the gig economy for a variety of different reasons. We want to make sure that the folks that are doing this have control over their hours, their families, and their own opportunities. Most importantly, we also want to make sure that they are protected in the workplace. I'm really proud that Long Beach is leading the nation as well as the region in looking at flexible labor and how we improve opportunities for all workers. I'm also proud that this initiative has been recognized, of course, by Wells Fargo and the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And we're really excited to announce that we're launching a new platform called the Central Database of Available Hours, or CEDAH, CEDA, which is actually originated out in Europe, in Britain, which really looked at this idea of the irregular workforce. And so we're taking that technology that worked and continues to work out in Britain to create a new platform for us here locally that will create a pool of equity, motivated workers, and hopefully an opportunity to increase earnings for those that are working outside traditional employment. Pacific Gateway is leading this effort. We're really proud of the board and all the team, including Nick and his team. This program and what we're doing is being looked at by national philanthropies and being funded by national philanthropies. And there are stakeholders all across LA and Orange County that are looking at really top-notch programs to ensure that these workers can also be in traditional job roles and traditional candidates for jobs. This platform will be launched in stages, but right now we're looking and need help from large to mid-sized employers who use flexible labor that can use this platform and work with us. I certainly want to invite our business owners, and I know we'll be doing that in the months and weeks ahead, to work with us and our team at Pacific Gateway to really launch this platform and ensure that it's working for all of our workers. We believe this effort will help workers. We believe that it will help employers. And we believe that our employers will be able to find the workers that they need for the jobs that they have within their organizations. We know that we have information online, and I think that will be shared later on as far as contact information. But we want to thank the U.S. Conference of Mayors. We want to thank again Wells Fargo for, of course, their generous support. And I want to thank the board for this exciting initiative. And we're very excited about it. We're very committed to it. And thanks again. Thank you.
Good morning and thank you. I'm Nick Schultz. I'm the Executive Director of the Pacific Gateway Workforce Partnership, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude today for everybody that turned out in support of this project, certainly to Wells Fargo and the Conference of Mayors for their recognition and financial support of the effort, to Mayor Garcia and the city for the continued support of the work that Pacific Gateway does every day. Everything that's been said is abundantly clear and true about what this project will do. And we've done a lot in terms of research and work with philanthropy to prepare to actually launch the market. It absolutely could not be possible to get to a launch without the generous investment of Wells Fargo. If you took a left out the door today and went across the hall, you'll be able to see some of the folks who are going to take advantage of this new marketplace and be able to put their talent and hours out there for legitimate pay at a market rate in a new and different way that they've never been able to do before. And we couldn't be more excited about that. But the other thing we're most excited about is the legitimate businesses who operate with a flexible worker model here in Long Beach, who've come behind it to support us, to ask where the workforce development system has been for them for years. And I think it's key that you hear what this might mean to their business model and the economic opportunity that they present for our residents. So I'd like to invite Rhiannon from Cambrian Home Care to come up and share a little bit of her excitement with us. Cambrian was our first business partner in. They've stood behind us, behind the mechanics of this launch for several months, and we're excited that they showed up today in support of the ultimate launch. Rihanna?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nick. Of course, I've been waiting a long time for this. I don't know what took them so long, quite honestly. But anyway, we're delighted that our type of business, which is round the clock, 24 hours a day, there is no 9 to 5 in our scheduling, is getting some attention for businesses like us and, of course, for the workforce. Everybody has talked about the different needs in the workforce for this flexibility. So at last, we're going to have this wonderful piece of technology and partnerships that is going to make this work. Is it going to be tough? Of course. There will be peaks and valleys. The technology is going to have to keep up with adapting to a very fast-paced group of businesses and employees. Of course, but it's the right thing to do, and it is going to work because this is Long Beach, and we do everything great in Long Beach. Go Long Beach!
Just briefly before we conclude, you've seen some actual screenshots of how the database works and how both employers and job seekers will be able to interact with it. If you're actually concerned with giving the technology a kicking, as my British colleague Wiggum says, we do have a few laptops set up over there with some access, and you can look at the system as both an employer or a job seeker. We'd encourage you to do that. Otherwise, this concludes our formal program, but please stay around and spend some time with us and celebrate with us. Thank you.